You can make these super cute sun catchers with the Artistic Wire Deluxe Jig Kit. Hello live wires, Heather Boyd Wire here. Today we're making more super fun sun catchers with 15 gauge aluminum wire. So without further ado, let's get wired. You can make your own jig templates by taking your own line drawings or clip art and tracing them onto the Artistic Wire Deluxe Jig Kit template grid. I put the drawings underneath the grid and then trace them out with a pencil. I'll then test it on the jig to make sure that the pegs are in the correct position. Count down to see where you should be putting your pegs. Be sure to put the little plugs on the back of the pegs. Now we'll test the elephant. So I have 30 inches of 15 gauge aluminum wire, and I'm going to start at the tail and work my way around the pegs. Be sure to pull the wire so there's no slack and hold it against the pegs. Going around, and we're going to loop around the peg that's between the legs to make a fancy little loop and bring the wire back down towards the foot. Curve the wire with your thumb and bring it around to the foot. Hold it against the peg and up around the 10 millimeter peg, and then over and down around the next set of feet, bringing it up and around as we did before to do that decorative loop. Pull it a little bit. You want the wire to be curved in strategic spots. Hold it down and bring it around. Bring the wire up, curve it with your thumb, hold it down and loop it around. Bringing it down for the tusk and up. And then we're going to bring it down again for the trunk and up and around. You can find the templates in my Artistic Wire Deluxe Jig Kit jewelry ebook. I'll link it up in the description below the video. Now we want to hold it down so it won't pop off the jig. Bring it around and up. Curve it with your thumb. You can use a pill bottle. This is a 1-inch pill bottle to create the curve. We're just going to place it on the jig and bring the wire around. It makes a nice even curve. Bend the wire around for the ear. Hold it down and bring it around and up, and then around the 10 millimeter peg. Straighten out any little kinks you might have, and then bring it down and around. And we're going to curve it around the 18 millimeter peg for the back and push the tail wire down a bit. Now we're going to hold it and wind the wire around. Pinch it so it won't slip. Clip it with your flush cutters and pinch it in place with the chain nose pliers. Place it on the table and push it down with your hands to straighten it out and curve the tail down. Get your chain nose pliers and you could just make a little diamond shape for the tail, and we want to bring the end in, and we will clip it flush so we don't have to wind it around. You could twist it around if you want. Clip that wire and pinch it in place. So there's our first try. I tried another way to finish it. Bend the wire up and around for the ear before doing the tusk this time. Sometimes there's different options that you could do for the design. They look more or less the same, but you might have a preference. So bring the wire up and curve it around. So after the ear, we'll do the tusk, making sure you hold the wire down so it won't pop off the jig, and bring it down for the trunk and up, and then make the little jog and up, holding it in place and bringing the wire down, smooth it, bring it around that same peg and up. Put your pill bottle in place and bring the wire around and up. And you can hold it and curve it around the back and flatten it out a little bit. Twist the wire around the tail, clip it, pinch it, make sure it holds in place, curve the tail around, and make your little diamond at the end of the tail. Clip the end, press it with your nylon jaw pliers, and there's the two styles of the elephant. To make the little beaded dangle for a suncatcher, I'm using the one-step beadsmith looper. This is a really fun tool that makes very quick loops. It comes in 3 different sizes. This is the smallest size. We're going to put the bead and then we're going to put it back through the looper. There's a little hole in the tip of the looper to put the wire through. You just press it and it makes an instant loop and cuts the wire at the same time. Now we're going to attach a few of these together. I did some with a little miracle bead and some with some 12mm crystals. To attach it, I'm going to put a jump ring through the ear, attach the beads, close up the jump ring, and there's your finished suncatcher. I just go ahead and trace the little dots with a Sharpie, and then I use a round stencil the same size as the pegs to make my markings for the pegs. I'll just do a few lines to show that they're bigger pegs. And then where I want the pill bottle to be, I just do the little circles in green to indicate that it's removable. And then we trace the whole thing with a red Sharpie to get the final template. We're going to do the dog now. We're using 30 inches of 15 gauge aluminum wire. I did this design on a live stream where I just traced the dog, but a lot of these designs you can transform into a jig design. You just have to be careful where you put the pegs. Some of them work better than others. This one worked quite well. The wire is a little bit thick for this. You could go for 18 gauge artistic wire if you prefer. We're going to go around under the chin, curve it with your finger, bend it down for the foot, curve it out, push it against the peg, bring it back up, curve it, and do our little loop at the top of the leg. You can pinch it against the peg to make that loop smaller. Bring it around the next one, making sure you hold the wire down so it won't pop off the jig. Bring the wire around and be sure to put your little silicone stoppers on the back. I didn't for this because I was testing the sample, but if you are making, especially if you're making a few of these, you'll want to put the little plugs on the back. Bring it around for the tail. I kept it a little loose underneath that peg, and then to bring it back, I'm going to bring it more tightly around that 10mm peg, and then around the 18mm peg. Hold it down and curve it up, and we're going to bend the wire down and up around the ear, and then across the top of the head, pushing it down and straightening the wire. Remove it from the jig and press it down to flatten it out a little bit. You can use your nylon jaw pliers, hold it in place, and twist the wire around. Clip it with your flush cutters, pinch it in place, and give it another pinch to secure it on the wire. Bend the wire one way and make a centered loop with your bail making pliers. clip the end flush, and press in that little pokey end. Press it down to flatten it out and add your beads. We're going to make this cute coffee cup, and I have 20 inches of 15 gauge aluminum wire. I'm starting at the top of the heart, leaving about 4 to 5 inches to one side, and we'll go ahead and start doing the steam, so bringing the wire back and forth. These are the 4mm pegs, and then I'm going to use a lid from a Crayola marker to do that curve. Sometimes there's not enough room to put all the pegs you'd like, so I like using these removable round forms. Now hold it against the peg and bring the wire around, and we're going to make a little spiral. So going back and forth, holding the wire down and pushing it against the pegs, curve it out with your thumb, bring it around the other side of the cup and down and around to make the handle. Bring it back down, curve it with your finger, and then bring it down on one side of the cup, holding it down so it won't flip up. Bend it on the other peg, curve it around the bottom of the cup, and do a little jog up and across. And then we'll do the saucer, so holding it against the peg and curving it around the bottom. Hold it against the peg and bring the wire across. Now we'll finish the heart. Just bring it right across. Remove it from the jig. I'm going to bring that wire to the front, so the steam is on the front. And we're going to use our flat pliers or chain nose pliers to help that bend. Hold it firmly in place so it won't slip, and bring the wire around. Clip it with your flush cutters. Pinch in the end and give it a little squeeze to hold it in place. Go ahead and bring the wire around under the heart and clip the end flush. Pinch it to hold it in place and do any little adjustments that you need. Add your beads, and there you go. For the fish, we are using 24 inches of 15 gauge aluminum wire. This aluminum wire is so beautiful. I'll link up where you can buy it in the description below the video. I use 15 gauge for the smaller Suncatchers and 12 gauge for the larger Suncatchers. We're going to start with the fin. Curve the wire around with your thumb and bring it up to do the tail. Curve it, get your little lid, put it in place. We'll do a little loop at the top of the tail, holding the lid in place, and then you can remove it and pinch the wire against the peg and bring it around. Put the little lid back, bring the wire around, and then bend it for the next part of the tail. Remove the lid, put it below and curve the wire around. Do your loop, pinch it against the peg, put the lid back, bring it up and around. Curve the wire, and we'll do the fin at the bottom, holding the wire against the peg and curving it. Bring it around, pinch it and bring it up. Bend it across the bottom, curve it around, and now we're going to do the lips. Bring the wire around. In retrospect, I should have started my wire at the lips so that the loops would have been on the same direction, but instead I just removed it from the jig, flipped it, and brought the wire around so the lips would be more even. So I'll flip it again and put it back on the jig so they line up, and then curve it around, bend it down for the eye, make a nice loose loop, remove it, press it on the table. We're going to bend the wire so it can just hook in there. Hold it firmly and pull the wire. Clip it flush. Pinch it in with the chain nose pliers. Give it a little press so it won't move. For the eye, I think it's really cute when you do a little double eye, so I got my round nose pliers and I made a little loop inside the bigger loop. And then we'll take the end, bring it through, give it a little tug, clip it flush with our flush cutters or nipper tool, pinch in that little pokey end, press it so it won't wiggle around, and do any last minute adjustments. I added the beads with 2 jump rings to hold it in place. You can get the templates for these designs and many more in my Artistic Wire Deluxe Jig Kit Jewelry ebook. I'll link it up in the description below the video. Thanks so much for watching the video. Be sure to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for lots more wire art and jewelry making tutorials. Check out my Etsy DIY shop where I have all kinds of ebooks and templates for wire art and jewelry. You can use the coupon code SAVE25 to save 25% on any 5 templates, tutorials, or ebooks. Join the Wire Makers Club on Facebook to share photos of your wire art and wire jewelry. You can also join me live on Wire Lady TV every Wednesday at 1:30 p.m. Eastern Time, where I troubleshoot new ideas and designs for wire art and wire jewelry. Happy wiring, everyone, and we'll see you the next time.